Alright, what's up guys? Squall Noctis here, and welcome to episode 2 of the Online World Warrior. Um, Last time I didn't really have a topic to really talk about. I didn't know what I wanted to, say or anything like that. But this time I want to talk about pot splitting and collusion. So first thing first, I want to talk about pot splitting. Mainly because I feel, it's a lesser issue between this and collusion. How I feel about pot splitting is pretty simple. You won, is your money. Do what you want with it. In all honesty, man, you can buy a hooker for the night if you want to. I really don't care. But pot splitting with your fellow sponsored team members or friends is without a doubt perfectly fine. I mean, you guys are a team, and teams should make sure that you guys are all eating together, right? So who really cares if you pot split with your friends or your team members? It's really only right for you to give back. So yeah, but while you guys are pot splitting, can you just slide me $100 so I can go to the next tournament and body that ass? Cool, thanks. All right, now let's move on to collusion, which I feel is a bigger issue. I fully understand how some people, feel about it, and I've seen a lot of people say, you know, um, say something really simple like, "Hey, he made it to grand finals. He can do what he wants. Who cares? No one can tell someone else how to play the game, or who to play in the game." And yes, this is actually really true. I mean, you can't tell people how to play the game or who they should play. However, at the same time, this is professional. It isn't casuals where you can dick around and have fun, because we as fans, we don't really care as much at that point in time. Now, sit down and think about it. How would you feel if you was watching the NBA Finals or the NFL Super Bowl, or really any, really big finals of your favorite sports? Think about your favorite team. Who you want to play, who you want to win, and let's say you know everything about this team. It's your team, right? So you should know everything about them. Well, imagine you're watching your team play in finals with another team, and you see them not playing the way that they should be playing. You see them dicking around. You see them, not being professional about it in grand finals. I mean, that's what it is. It's finals. This is it. You know, this is the biggest moment that you all been waiting for. So let's say that you're watching that, and you continue to watch the game. You're getting bored of it, right? Sooner or later, you're gonna stop watching the game because it's not exciting. Now, imagine if this continued for your favorite sport and more teams are picking up this habit. You'll probably stop watching the sport completely, correct? This same type of cause and effect could very well happen to the fighting game community. We may not be able to tell people how to play or who to play in the game, but we can make it very well known that this is just not professional. This is a tournament. You should be playing professional, and you should handle it in a professional manner. However, the sad part is if this continues, it can very well ruin things. Not just for the fans, but for the professional players as well. As collusion grows more and more, fans will become less interested. This could lead to a couple of things. For example, viewers on well-known streams. Less viewers on well-known streamers like Teen Spooky, who is very, very well-known and is a very hard-working man. But this can directly affect him. I mean, it is his job for him to stream these matches as a producer. Secondly, it could mean less viewers becoming new members of the FGC players. This one I feel is just a little bit more important. It's already very hard for people who are new to fighting games to get a competitive standing in their fighting game. But if they are also aware of the fighting game community and how collusion becomes bigger and bigger, that's assuming that this continues and gets worse and worse and worse. Amongst the players that they watch, this could ultimately push them away from gaining courage to attend a tournament. They can feel that they'll go to a tournament, make it to the grand finals, and not get the match that they feel they deserve, or they'll get to the grand finals and end up making a deal with someone, and that's, well, for them it's good, but for everyone else it's not as good. So that could result in less players, less viewers. If you combine these two effects together, you'll have a final effect, which is pretty simple: less players, less sponsors, less tournaments, less money. That's not a good thing at all. So let's try to stop collusion. I mean, it's not professional. It's far from professional. It's very, very not good at all. Now, I remind you guys that this is really how I feel about pot splitting and collusion. It's very, very opinionated. But as players and fans, we have to look at the bigger picture. I mean, we need more players, we need more money, we need more sponsors. I mean, look at esports. Esports tournaments are very, very big compared to the fighting game community tournaments. This is something that we as a community can actually have if we try to get it. And right now, it seems like collusion is pretty much stopping that. I mean, yes, I do agree that some people should run tournaments better. I mean, there's really no more than I can say about that. Tournaments should be run better. There shouldn't be any last minute, pool switching or anything like what happened at the Video X Games tournament. Something that Flocka has, came out in the open and talked about with Collusion and him and Chris G, because it was not, it was completely unplanned. It wasn't, intentional or anything like that. He saw that Chris G, picked a random ass team, and he picked a random ass team, and that's pretty much how it went down. He won, so I can't really say anything against that, because it's not like him and Chris G really sat down before grand finals and be like, yo, we're gonna pick two random ass teams and we're just gonna dick around and that's it. But we really need to do something about this, because it's clear that it's gonna become an issue, and it's just something that we have to do about it. Spooky did something about it. I mean, he blew the whole entire fucking stream up. That's all I can say. It happened at Battle Circuit, if you guys aren't aware, and it was Grand Finals and Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and it was Chris G versus Balrog. I mean, not Balrog, Stanford Kelly. I'm sorry, I'm screwing up already. Stanford Kelly picked Balrog, which is the boxer, and I forgot who Chris G picked. Yang, that's who he picked. He picked Yang. Now, I personally, I know that Chris G plays Yang, but at the same time, he hasn't been playing Yang as well. He hasn't played Yang since what, Arcade Edition, from what I can remember. So that's a really long time from now. So he picked, Yang at Stanford. Stanford picked Balrog, and it was pretty obvious that they were colluding with one another. And Spooky completely, turned off the stream. He turned off the game. Actually, he cut the game off, and he was just, he was pretty pissed. He told him, if they're gonna collude, get the fuck out of here. Don't have that shit on my stream. And that's something that we have to do in order to fight against, collusion. Show, players that this is not professional. It's not what fans deserve. It's not what your sponsors deserve. It's not what, the person who is streaming deserves. No one deserves, to have a match like that, It's just not professional in the tournament, setting. So, all in all, like I said, us the players and us, the fans, we have to really look at the bigger picture and help our community grow. I mean, the fighting game community is basically our home, and we can't allow our homes to be, damaged or destroyed by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? This is our home. We should keep it the way a home should be. So that's pretty much my take on pot splitting and collusion. If you guys, have anything that you want to say, if you agree, you disagree, go ahead and comment down below. It doesn't really, matter to me. I'm all up for this discussion. So if you guys want to talk about it, leave your comments down below, make a video response, or if you agree or disagree with me, let me know. That's all it really is just me talking about how I feel about it, and say what you feel about it. And that's pretty much it. But also, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the first episode and this episode as well. I'm trying to get better at Street Fighter Cross-Tekken. I'm not the best player. I mean, it's pretty obvious I'm not the best player. And I'm going to try to provide you guys with better matches and things as such. But the reason why I don't play the game like straight up live and discuss things and talk, is because it distracts me a lot. Like, I tried it, and it just really distracts me a lot. I mean, my mind is, trying to focus on the game while talk about the topic at hand, which makes things a lot more difficult for me to actually do because I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm not Maximilian, so I can't do it. It's very hard, And not only that, at the same time, I try to play people with at least 4 bars in Street Bar Cross Tekken because one day, which is probably going to be like episode 4 or something that you guys are going to see, I played against people that had like less than 3 bars, and it was a horrible experience. I never want to do it again. I learned my lesson. It's a lesson I should have known well beforehand because even with 3 bars, the game has like this rollback thing. I don't even know I don't even know what to really name it, but it's like if you're playing online against someone with like 3 bars, sometimes uh, it'll show you block something or whatever, and you get hit by it. But thank you guys for tuning in for the second episode, and hopefully you guys will tune in even more. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, all the good stuff. And also let me know if you guys actually like this series so far, and also comment down below something else that you guys want me to talk about. How I play, what I think I can improve in, what makes a good player, anything that you guys really want me to discuss. I'll definitely try to discuss it. Share my insight on it and things as such. So until next time, guys.